Good morning, everybody. Dropped my pole. Oh, I'm keeping it as real as I can. I don't want to edit as much as possible. But anyway, hardly slept at all last night. Might have got 3 or 4 hours. I think I was in bed by 8 o'clock. I had to get up 3 times to use the bathroom. I drank too much water. And then had to put another little layer of clothes on. It got down to 28 last night. So 5 o'clock, I had my alarm set for 5:30, but 5 o'clock I ended up getting up and packed up with the headlamp, made breakfast, had made some oatmeal, boiled some hot water, and had a honey bun, breakfast of champions, and then packed up and hit the road. And I hiked for about an hour in the dark. It's just starting to crack now. I was hoping I could pick up some game running around, maybe a bear or a deer or something. I haven't heard anything yet, but looks like there's a big opening back in there. Way back there. There's one little one here. Way back there. It looks like it really opens up. But anyway, just going to see if I can get to, there's a parking lot I think at 23 miles, and then I'm going to assess the situation, and I think I'm going to try to make it 8 more miles after that and camp. And then tomorrow sounds like rain, and Tuesday sounds like rain, so I want to get as many miles in, because these frozen leaves on frozen wet rocks, it's dicey. But hopefully the worst is behind me. But if that was the worst, I mean, all it did is wear you out. It's nothing you can't handle, but it is a little dicey, and you gotta be careful. Ankle feels good today. It is so quiet here, I can hear myself echoing in the woods. It's pretty wild. But anyway, if I see something cool, I will touch in with you, and we'll go from there. Have a great day. Just think, in 2 or 3 weeks, if I was bear hunting, I'd be walking right through the middle of that. And let me tell you, that'll undress you. Got to figure out how to do this with these poles. I'm constantly dropping them. But anyway, if you've never climbed through laurel like this, you don't know what you're missing. It's pretty wicked. I've had, it's like, well, this isn't even that bad. That's not too bad. Seen definitely worse. That's on both sides. Definitely seen worse. And you gotta walk right through it. You don't dare take a gun. I've had the hammer pulled back already. I've had, this is wild. Just like that, look at this. Still thick on this side. But on this side, it just completely opened up. That's pretty wild. This is definitely a very, very cool trail. It's very rugged. It's very beautiful. And it's challenging. But it is a really, really cool trail. But anyway, I was talking about that laurel. I've had it pulled the hammer back on my rifle. And I was like, damn, what would happen if it would have pulled the trigger? I've had a small day pack on, with the cords tied, the zippers tied, so they wouldn't open up. Not only did it untie it, but it pulled stuff from down in out. The stuff on the top was still there. Stuff from down in. I mean, this stuff is absolutely crazy. But in a weird way, it's fun. But this trail changes in a dime. On the turn of a dime, that's where we're going. Oh, dropped my pole again. But yeah, it's a little chilly out, which I love. I'd rather have this than sweat, but got the little gloves on. Other than that, we're gonna just have it warm up and try and get some miles in. We had to stop and take care of some business earlier, get some water, get my gloves out. But we need to make up some miles now. So if I check back in, it'll be for something cool. Other than that, we're just gonna plug away right on down the trail. There, sun's getting above the mountain. Forgot to mention something earlier. Last night, I must have pushed myself so much yesterday that I got, whenever I do that, have like a severe exhaustion, or I really push myself, my chest gets congested. And I kept hearing this noise. I'm like, what in the world? I never heard an animal like that. Here it was me. But I did hear a bunch of coyotes last night, and they didn't get too close. I wish they would have. I can't stand them things. But otherwise, it was a pretty quiet night. I just couldn't sleep. Very, very remote. I've only seen, once you get to some of the side trails, one time I saw two ladies, and they just blew by me. And I saw one guy coming out of the woods from hunting. I saw another guy. He was walking a pipeline. That was it. I mean, it is really, really remote. It's very silent out here. It's awesome. But yep, we need to get some miles in. I just wanted to share that with you. There's the trail. And rocks that you don't see are under the leaves. They're real ankle busters. Very cool. Look at all the frost. There goes one of my poles. Yeah, huh? It got chilly last night, and I was way down in the holler. Let me grab this pole here. Try and stay back here to get out of the sun. That's really cool. Blinded. All right, just on this little logging road. I don't know how far it's gonna take me. From what I heard, I think it turns. Oh, let me take that zoom off. You're probably getting sick to the stomach looking at that action. Shoo, dang. Sorry about that. But I don't know how long this road goes. I heard it goes for a bit, and then it's a little bit of a gravel road. I mean, this trail has everything. All right, time to get to it. Well, I hear dogs barking. Not sure if that's a domesticated one or one of my buddies. I would imagine probably domesticated, probably down in the holler. Down in the holler somewhere. Looks like we got some views coming up. I get a good opening, I'll get some shots. I just love these pines. Something big just went crashing through there. I didn't see anything. But we're walking along the edge of this ridge and giving us a little sneak peeks at these mountains. And it opens up better, I'll get some more pictures.
This is God's country. We turn the dirt and work until the week's done. We take a break and break bread on Sunday, then do it all again, 'cause we're proud to be from God's country.
All right, everybody. We're still road walking. We were in the woods for a little bit this morning and a little bit in between some of these roads, but a lot of road walk today. So I'm going to try and get 18 miles in today. I don't know. That's a lot. We'll have to wait and see. I'm already at mile 19, I think. And it's 2 miles to the next little parking area, I guess. But road walk where I came from. Road walk where I'm going. But if you see those mountains right there, that's pretty high. This is supposedly the highest point on the trail at 2,140 feet. But that one looks like another 1,000 feet at least, but pretty neat little tidbit. So we're gonna get down to this parking lot and hopefully they have a bench. If not, we'll just hang out and make a little ramen noodles for lunch. And then decide how far we're gonna go. I can't go any further than mile 23, and then the next spot I can go would be mile 28. So I think we might just go for it. If I gotta set up camp in the dark, I'll set up in the dark. We'll see what happens, but until then, I'll keep you posted. Well, just after I talked to you about the highest elevation there, I continue to walk about half a mile, maybe a little more. Came to a gate. There's no way to get through it. And the other way in had a gate with a chain on it, no markings. What in the world? This area isn't marked very well at all. And it just happened to go all the way downhill too. It's not marked very well. And the trail's hard to find because of all the leaves. A game trail could look just like the Loyalsock Trail. So I'd say this is the biggest screw up I've made so far, but this trip isn't over. But yeah, we'll walk back up to the highest point here, go back to the turn in the road where it goes in the woods where there's no signs. There's plenty of trees for signs. Oh well, could be working. Talk at you soon. We're getting there. It was all downhill too. I think, let me think now. This is 2019 and a half. 11. I've done about 8.5 trail miles and almost 12 miles hiking today. I didn't make up I didn't do that many screw ups today, so something's not matching up, but we're gaining on it. Maybe that 28 isn't going to happen today. We'll see. Talk to you soon. We're back on track. The thing of it is, what threw me off is said about the view for the highest elevation. There's no view from here. You have to go down that way. This says no trespassing back there. But then it also says you go onto state forest land. So there's 3 roads, and guess which 2 I took before I found the right third one. It's all good. We got the yellow disc in sight, and now we're going to continue our trail miles. So, ooh, frapta. Okay, we're good. If I needed a shelter, I could stay here. Nice little pop-up line. Looky there, a yellow blaze. All right, everybody. I was just walking on the path, pretty narrow path through a lot of laurel, and it popped out onto this road again, another logging road. So I'm walking along, and there's 2 benches sitting there, out in the middle of nowhere. Perfect timing. Stopped and had lunch, charge some stuff up. Although you can't really charge that much in a half hour. But I took a nice little rest and it really helped out. So we're going to see how far we can go. Like I said, this is going to be like 21 miles, 22 miles down at the bottom here in this parking lot. And then, oh, the sun. Let me switch hands. The sun's being difficult. There you go. But we're gonna see how far we're gonna go. We're either gonna call it shortly after that or go for the gusto. Not sure yet because tomorrow they're calling for rain. Bad enough with frozen leaves in the morning. Wet leaves all day could be rough, so we'll see what we can do. But for now, we're just trucking along. If I decide to do it, that's what I gotta go up and over. Parking lot's all the way down at the bottom. So we'll see. Dropping, dropping, and dropping. Okay, everybody, I just stopped and got some water in that beautiful creek. A couple people stopped me on the road. I had about a 20-foot step road walk, and I had two people stop asking me, "What are you doing? How's it going?" And it was pretty neat. But anyway, I got water. I got 4 hours to go. 4 hours. Yeah, 4 hours to go 6 miles. And it's a rough 6 miles. So I'm gonna go for it. Tomorrow it's supposed to be rainy, and there's this nice vista up top here. I'd rather see it when it's nice out. I'd rather set up camp in the dark than miss that vista. So unless I see something cool, and I got a problem with taking really cool pictures, like, look at that. That's just beautiful. So if I see something out of the ordinary, I'll film it, pictures, and I'll get back to you when I get to the top. But I'm more than likely going to be setting up camp at night tonight. So I might do a little end of the day recap in the hammock. So I'll talk at you soon. Did it again. About a half mile. I tell you what, if you aren't paying 100% attention, you got to look down because there's so many rocks. And just in a second, with no warning, because it's sporadically marked. Oh, at least I didn't go too far this time. But once again, it was all downhill, so now it's all uphill. It's kind of wondering why it was downhill, because I need to go up and over this mountain. So, no doubt we'll be setting up camp tonight in the dark. So here we go, folks. Apparently back there was supposed to, but there's nothing on these trees. Nothing. There might be a blaze on the side of that one. And I think way up there, there's one. But that's the way we need to go. Yeah, we're climbing. Whew. I got a feeling we're gonna be eye level with that, so we're getting there. It says mile 23 up there in that tree. Apparently this run down there goes down to Angels Falls. It's supposed to be biggest waterfall in the forest, and as big as the biggest one in Venezuela or something, I think I read. But I'd have to go half a mile downhill, half a mile uphill, and then we're still climbing to get to the top of this mountain. So with all the little side action I had today, that kind of ruined it for me. But there's gonna be plenty of other ones. Hello, anybody home? Go down a mountain to go over another one. Well, chalk another one up. That one was about 20 minutes. I didn't go far, maybe 2/10. There was no, I mean, I walked back twice to find it. If I would have had this app to point me in the direction I needed to be going on all trails, I'd still be out here. That one made me mad. But we're back on track, and it'll just be later tonight. We'll talk at you soon. Hopefully, I mean, I've been going down, 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 so I guess we got to go up again. I thought it was an up and down thing, but we'll see. Thank you, much appreciated. Kettle Creek Vista, everybody. See if I can zoom in here. That sun's making it a little tricky. I don't want to drop my poles here because I won't be getting them back. Shit. Caught it. Yeah, it's actually really, really pretty. But the way the sun's hitting it, you really can't see the colors. All right, let's go see if we can get lost again. Alrighty, we just checked out that vista. I told the wife I heard my GPS go off, so I figured I had reception, so I looked and I had 1 bar. So I texted her, just said, hey, probably won't be able to send a text out later because it's going to be late. Well, I said it was Knob Creek. Guess I had whiskey on the brain. But it looks like I have about 3 more miles. Very muddy on the trail today. Really muddy. And there's no shortage of water, but there was a big stretch today when I had all of those road walks that there wasn't any water. But everywhere else, you only have to carry a liter. But I just looked, more mud. And there's a big creek crossing up here. I guess it's pretty high. So that'll feel good going on the shins. But anyway, I'll have to disrobe the feet, walk across there. I just checked. I already did 18.5 miles. That's what my pedometer has me clocked at. But actual trail miles, I think I went backwards as much as I went forward. But anyway, yeah, I went up over my shoe a couple times in the mud. You just can't tell what's under these leaves. But anyway, once we get down the creek, I'm sure I'll show you what that's all about. Talk to you in a bit. Taking a break here, coming down the severe downhill. Oh, here's a marker right there in the tree for 25 miles. But I forgot last night, actually yesterday, coming down all those hills, I had a wardrobe malfunction. My Velcro for my gaiters came off, and I was getting all kinds of stuff in my shoes, but I fixed that at camp last night and worked great today, so that went well. But we got a ways to go yet. We got 3 miles yet, and we're way behind. Talk at you later. Well, the day keeps getting better. I had my Appalachian Trail buff wrapped around my chest strap, and I just remember looking at it when I was at that vista, and I bet you when I went to go bend over or something, it popped. I didn't see it laying there, but maybe walking through the woods it popped out. So I got back on the trail, because that was like a little side trail, and I just came down several hundred feet, and it's steep. I'm not going back up. So if that's the only thing I lose other than my mind today, I guess it's not too bad. That was a nice buff though. Yes, I'll have to look for another one. I can hear the water raging. This is going to be interesting. That was cold, not gonna lie. My feet are numb, but it felt good. My feet needed that, especially for the 3 mile up and down the mountain we got to do yet. So I'm gonna get my feet dried off, get my stuff back on, and be down the road. So spent all that time taking my socks and shoes off. Then I start on the trail, the muddy spot. Went over my ankles in mud. Guess I'll be getting a fresh pair of socks out for tomorrow, so they can get rained on. At least they'll get cleaned off. Yeah, today is really muddy in sections. Well, embrace the suck. All right, I got 3 miles to go yet, and it's getting dark. Talk at you later. Hello everybody, it is 9:15. Where to start? It was very muddy in spots today. Had several miles of road walk because there was no water. They know there was water everywhere. It was very poorly marked. I don't know if somebody's stealing these little tags that they put up, or if they're falling out, or what. But we'll put it this way: I did 17.32 miles today, and my GPS tracker said I did 21.32. I got major blisters on my feet. Gonna have to take care of them in the morning. I wanted to make it to this spot just to get a couple extra miles in case tomorrow's really ugly with the rain. But it all worked out. Got here and it was totally dark when I got to the spot I wanted to be, and that was at the after Mary's View. Beautiful view. I didn't get to walk down the path to the cliff, but I got some pictures of it from the path and it looked amazing. And then I walked a mile and a half in the dark down to this parking lot, and then I went across the parking lot and about 300 yards across the stream, and I found this campsite. Well, made this campsite. So and then I had to get dinner made, hang the bear bag, set up the hammock and the tarp and all that other stuff. So we're laying in the hammock now, just relaxing, and gonna try and make my game plan for tomorrow, and then we'll talk to you in the morning. Have a great night and hope everything's well.